Jose, is it true that Chelsea have had a £50 million bid for Gonzalo Higuain turned down?
No.
Has there been any bid from Chelsea?
No.
Do you think there will be any bid?
No.
So Higuain is not a player that you're interested in?
He's a player that I know we cannot get. Because he's a player that moved from Real to Napoli 6 months ago. He's doing very well, he's adapting very well to Italy. Napoli is a club that normally doesn't sell. In the last years they sold one player per year, and when they were feeling it was not possible to keep Lavezzi and it was not possible to keep Cavani, but they don't sell. They want to win. They want to win Scudetto. I think now in the Europa League they want to win the Europa League. So I don't believe they are interested in selling Higuain. So why should we be interested in somebody that we feel is impossible to come? So nothing is true about Gonzalo.
How are things with Juan Mata? You indicated after the game against Southampton that your door was open, that the club's door was open. Has he been in to see you?
No, and today he trained in a fantastic way. So I think he focused more in what I told after the game at Southampton, when I told I don't want him to leave. He was focused on that and not focused on when I told the door is always open. So when he focused on I don't want him to leave, I don't want the club to sell him, he moved on. As I was saying after the game, he was happy with the victory. So today he trained in a fantastic way, so no problems.
Has there been any interest for him?
No.
Would you be willing to let him go to another Premier League club?
No.
Or would you rule that out?
No. I keep saying that I want him to stay.
Sure, but if there was an offer from another Premier League club, would you?
But there isn't.
But would you say no?
There isn't offer. We have no offers.
Okay. How do things stand with Kevin De Bruyne? His agent was quoted this week as saying he'd like to go back to the Bundesliga, and he said that there have been discussions with Wolfsburg and other clubs.
You know, I think this is the period for agents to be famous. Is that period? Is that period? Is also good for you because you have a lot to write and you have lots of news. Some are true, some are not true. Some agents, they like to speak when things are done. Some agents like to speak when things not even started. Some of them are addicted to Twitters and social nets, and they want to share information with everybody at the same time. We know that Kevin didn't adapt very well to the difficult life a Chelsea player has. And the people like Oscar and Mata and William and Eden, they have a beautiful, difficult life at Chelsea, which is to play. They have to pay a big price to play. They have to give a lot, they have to work a lot, and they have to accept this competitiveness. Kevin, different personality, very important player for Genk, very important player for Werder Bremen. It's the first time he comes to a big club with big competition, and fantastic player with fantastic potential, but a bit difficult to adapt to this situation. So we know that offense is a move, but he is a fantastic player, and fantastic players are very expensive. So when we buy fantastic players, you know. We have to sell the big band to pay. So if people think they can get our good players on sales finished in London yesterday.
FA Cup this weekend, Paul Lambert has said that most Premier League clubs could do without it. What's your take on it?
I don't agree, but Paul has the right to express his opinion, and he has the right to think different than I think, and I have the right to think differently than he does, and especially for teams without European competition, where they play 38 matches a season, and where FA Cup matches come not in midweek matches, but one more weekend with football. I don't see a reason for the clubs for don't try to win matches, and even the smallest clubs, if they know it's very difficult to reach a final. I think the FA Cup has a special feeling, a special meaning. I was lucky to win lots of trophies, but to win the FA Cup at Wembley, to go there up and get the cup there and feel what it means, was one of my high moments in my career. So I have a good feeling for the competition and the good things this country has in terms of football. I think we have to keep them.